Hello everyone, this is Dev the Sunny Panda back with some more startup company. It seems I'd not turned on auto repeat for some of the contracts. I guess that was because they weren't giving as much money as the other contracts. Anyway, what we need to deal with now first and foremost is more servers. I really need more servers in here, so what I'm going to do is replicate what I have going on here. Let's zoom into 50%. Let's duplicate this and we'll rotate it around so that it's facing the back side and then front here, and get the AC if I can select it even. I'll have to maybe place in a new one. There we go. And all of these needs to be configured. Oh, I didn't mean to detach that. Whoopsie. That was the web, right? Okay, we need a new web server here because okay, it was in the inventory. So configure. I'm out of modules. Of course I am. I need my DevOps to start making those. Two of my DevOps are currently, I think, under training. Yes, they're still training, so they'll be working soon. But I may need more DevOps. So you know what? Let's just have a temporary arrangement of a few DevOps over on this end and one over here as well. Like just a bit of mix and match, but I really need them. So we'll move them later once we design a new floor. I don't want to start a new floor just for a few sysadmins. Expert 3 days, start recruiting, start the time machine so that we get some good candidates. Pause. 299, 253, 365 total, higher 309, 319, 361 total, higher 390, 389 total, higher. So that's 3 new, right? Okay, let's cancel this. Let's get them placed in here, research all, and let's have them start the training. Let's do that for all our new sysadmins. It's worth it. To me, it's worth it to train them first just because they get faster. I spoke about this the last episode, but they reach their complete potential and I like that. Speaking of, though, we may need a new manager. We don't have a desk for a new manager. Let's get a manager. An expert 1 day. Let's start recruiting. Let's get rid of all the system admins. Okay, we got a good first application. Let's get her in, and there we go. Managing all of these. Production. Each needs to be at least 250. Oh, 2,250. Whoops. 250. There we go. That should be done, and we're going to first also train our manager, who will then start managing our employees, and the HR can start managing the new manager. Okay, so things are set. Look here, the server dies during the night time basically, but it's time to, do we have an, oh, we have a candidate. Okay, I thought an employee was without desk. I need to eat up one of our competitors, which is going to be Mega Cafe. Has Mega Cafe fallen even further? They have. But I think I can wait for next evaluation updates. I think it should be somewhere around soon. I can buy them out completely. But we'll wait another week, alright? We'll wait another week. Oh, of course we need to work on our ad segments. So this is for our mid slot for both the banner ads and the video ad mid slot, which gets around 27 million impressions each. So who's offering us the best here? 570 for let's negotiate for banner ads, time slot 2. Let's give 27, let's say 7 days, and let's negotiate. We want 610. 490. How about 6? 5. Okay, how about 590? 510. How about 580? They'll meet us somewhere. They aren't too happy. Okay, let's go down to 540. They accepted 540 and we can have this on auto renew. Who's paying us the best for video ads here? Zero Zone. Like Zero Zone and Flixer, they're paying the same amount, but look at the impressions that Flixer demands. So we'll be able to get a better rate from Zero Zone. Let's select video ads time slot 2. We'll give them the entire guaranteed impressions and 7 days. Let's negotiate this to 770 if they can. 690, 740. No, 740. They accepted 740. Great. So we'll have this on auto renew as well. There we go. So we got new ad campaigns functioning. There were not 2 of our spots for free, but yeah, just the fact that the ad contracts, our ad feature was developed and fleshed out in such a manner that I can run 3 campaigns, each giving me close to 1 mil on its own. That's freaking great. Are my DevOps trained yet? No, these guys are still in training. It's been all of the other staff have finished their training, but these 2 are still training. That's just surprising, actually. I don't want investment offers now. No, I think I can buy out the other company, so let's go do that. Maybe they've fallen even further. Have they? Yes, they have. Week 85 they have. Let's buy them and let's acquire them as well to Panda Tube. Website potential users is too low. We can fix that, I think, by say 10. Comment functionality upgraded by 10. Video functionality upgraded by 10. And video editor updated by 10. And I think that should be okay now for a merge. Oops. Mega Cafe was it? Let's merge to Panda Tube. Perfect. Whew. Okay. Our server usage goes crazy in the night. Look at that. That's why we need the extra server space. I have put a halt on marketing because I need the potential user space. But maybe we can work on optimization. What's the lowest optimized efficiency? 45, 42, 53. Okay, let's upgrade the video editor by 2. We're just able to do 2 of them. Alright, comment functionality and video functionality. Okay, that's something. It's something that helps. Landing page we can also do only 2. Wow, it takes a lot of modules to do this. Efficiency upgrades. I just need my system ops, system admins to start actually producing modules instead of training. Like, look, the newer guys are almost trained, but the older ones are still stuck. Like, why is it taking so long to train them? This is surprising. Come on. I don't understand why the tasks take so long. Manager. You're a manager. You should know why it takes so long. Come on. Whew. Okay, so we are in the middle of another merge. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. We can redo all our contracts now, and you know what? We're going to have that done. Because most of them will be like, I think, going overboard. Let's have a look at all of them. So this actually is pretty much, the impressions didn't go up that much. This one is barely meeting the requirement. Or did we fail? No, I think we got it. Well, then it's not time to renegotiate because our impressions don't seem to have gone up that much. It's just that the registered users have acquired. Number of users online has been dwindling down because of our servers are being bogged down. Let's configure, and configure. There we go. One rack is online. What about the next rack? Let's configure. And we can't anymore. We need to get those racks online ASAP. Oh, keeping up with the server demand is the absolute worst. I have the best servers running in the best racks, and everything is overclocked as well. And we could even remove a whole block of air conditioners and we'd be fine. Like, the temperatures would still be fine. If we move this over here, we don't need a new set of air conditioners down below. All of them we can save on electricity because we have coolers in racks, so at least that's somewhere we can save money. But yeah, oh, what is this glitch here? What is this glitch here? There seems to be a glitch because of the air conditioning being replaced. That's the first time I've seen that on Startup Company. Do we have enough devices to configure? No, we don't. Okay, let's start the time machine. Come on, come on. Our system admins really need to work double time. This is annoying. Have they... One of them is still training. Look at that. While this guy, Peter, whom I just hired recently, has almost finished training. Wow, it took a long time to train those two. Especially Dennis. Maybe he was a lower level when I hired him. But well, they'll be pushing out these modules en masse now, so we can get this configured, and we can get this configured too. The day ended. The day ended. Come on. Come on. Just one more operating system configure. So we have another rack online, and we'll have the other racks online soon, because as you can see, these 3 DevOps should start producing modules soon, and they're producing just 3 modules, right? So it should balance out. They'll all be able to push out those modules soon enough. It's just 3 modules each. Whew. I was contemplating going for instances of the Fast Cloud's Ultra server, but honestly, for the amount of computing unit each of them gives versus one of my rack, which if I go here, the server rack, if I check, how can I see? I thought there was a way to check the rack. Consumed power, total web server throughput, database throughput, cache throughput. So it seems web server, we could just run a couple of racks of web server alone, because I think our cache, look, our cache is way higher, and our web server is the one that's lacking, and database is lacking too. So in this, the rack that is going to be configured next, I'm going to detach the cache and the database, and let's have, oh whoops, sorry, we need to add a device. We need to add web and another web here. Can we start configuring these now? Yes, we can. Not that one. Let's do that. We need equal. I think that's what these numbers mean. I never paid attention to these numbers down here, but our web server is not able to keep up with our cache server. So let's have a couple of racks dedicated to just web servers. And this one, we are going to remove the cache. We're removing the cache, I guess. Yes, we'll remove the cache and detach. We'll read the database run because we need to get the database up there as well. So detach this cache and cache or cache, however you pronounce that, and detach this one. So that's done. Now we need to add a web here for you web. Well, the best web server that we have, a web server here, and another web server here. Because I was just duplicating the racks and our cache. Our cache seems to be like at the best, but our web server and database is really lacking behind. So yep, let's fix that. Let's do the servers the right way. This is configured. Oh, this isn't configured at 200%. So there we go. Let's bump it up to 200. And this one needs to be configured, set to 200. That's functioning. What about this? Let's configure it. Let's configure this. Oh, I think they'll be able to give me these modules now. Come on, you'll be able to do it. Just 2 more. Virtual hardware, there we go. And let's set that to 200%. Now the web server is catching up to the cache server, and I think that's why we were facing such high loads. I should have paid more attention to these numbers here, especially since I run a website myself. I should have known to balance these out here. I didn't know you need to balance them out. Well, I've learned something new after having played this game for close to 18 hours, I guess. So we have everything functioning here. We can get this configured. One more module, there we go. And now I have to wait for the modules for the other racks. Come on, let's set this to 200 so that we don't forget it. All the new ones need to be set to 200. So this hasn't been configured yet, the database. Wait, did I select the front? I thought I selected the front one. The back one is of course not configured. The front racks should be configured. Let's delete all the investment offers because I'm not really interested at this point. I just need to get these database and or rather web servers online. Sorry. This rack is online. This one isn't. So let's configure to 200% and configure to 200%. Alright, this rack is online. Now just one rack remains. Wait. Oh. This one is missing a database server. So let's get database. What do you call it? Module? Yeah, database server. In fact, come on, dev. Our system admins are working hard. We have 5 of them in total, pumping out just 3 modules. Together, they should be able to get us an inventory of the entire base. But I think I didn't hire system admins until it was late. So that's a lesson learned again. Keep your system admins in check and keep adding more system admins as you require. Because yeah, this becomes a bottleneck eventually. Web, 1 more module of each. I think we can get them done today. No, we can't. Okay. Investment offer again. God damn it, too many investment offers. We should be able to configure this. Nice. And this should be also configured today. By the end of today, I hope. Come on, sysadmins. You can do this. Give me those modules. Yes, let's have that. Oh no, I detached it. Oh no, I duplicated it. What am I doing? I need to add a device. Inventory. There we go. And now I need to configure. Oh no. I thought I had to configure and then set it, and I detached it by mistake. God damn it. Look at that. Look at that. Accept this. Let's not lose any staff members. We made a we ate up another company by spending 36 mil, and we're already at 18 mil. That's crazy, the amount of money I'm earning. How are we doing in terms of competitors now? And also I need to keep a tab on features, potential users. Yeah, okay. Company profile, or rather competitors, video sharing service. We are on number 6. Did we fall? I think due to our server problems we may have fallen, which is sad, but that should be sorted out soon. Okay, I should be able to configure this now. Done. And this is the last one that needs to be configured. Done. Alright, so what are we lacking? We need more web servers, so I'm going to duplicate this over here and have it placed here, here and here. So we have 3 racks completely of web servers. A couple of them are already running, a couple of them need to be configured, and then depending on what we need, I'm going to keep building my future racks. Whether we need web servers, whether we need database servers, or we need cache servers. I think cache is the one that's completely okay right now. Web servers and database is what needs to catch up. I'm so glad I noticed this. I wish I could go back and configure these other racks, but I'm going to keep it as is now and not meddle around. From here on, I'm just going to build new racks instead of duplicating, to make sure that everything matches up with our requirement per se. I think we should be able to configure another one. There we go. So this rack is online now, and we're still lagging behind. We're still lagging behind in terms of catching up with our cache servers. Okay, you know what? Give me some time. I'm going to settle this all out, stable it to match each other, and cut back to show you if it has made any significant improvements to my server performance. Alright folks, so what I have done is I needed to add in quite a few more racks, and I finally found a balance between the web server, database server, and the cache server. Of course the web server is a bit above the database and cache, but that's just by a couple of K, and I think this is what I should have been doing since the start, and not just duplicating servers which has web, cache and database all together. I thought, okay, I can just keep duplicating. They'll be producing the same amount of it'll be the same output, but turns out that a completely overclocked web server can give a web server throughput of 5,000. A database which is a database server which is completely overclocked can give a database throughput of 8,000, while a cache which has been completely overclocked, the cache server, can give us up to 10,000. So you'll need fewer cache servers, more web server. So for every, why is this clock rate at 100? Oh, was that just one odd server there? I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was just the one odd one here. So for every cache server, you'll need 2 web servers and maybe 1.5 database servers to keep it all balanced and equal, basically. So that's something that I have learned, and I hope maybe this episode can teach this to you. If you're having problems with the server, I guess it's best that you do this. So I'm going to reset this peak computing units required before it's 3,521,000, 3 mil basically. Let's reset it. Now the peak CU is at 2. Look at that. And that's because I have basically met the demand. It may change. peak CU. Let's keep an eye on it. Even after we do the time skip tonight. Let's see if it reaches anywhere close to our total computing units. Before we were hitting 100% all the time. Now it's managing. We need more, but it's managing. It's way better than before. And speaking of managing, while I was waiting for our servers to come online, I upgraded the landing page and comment functionality all the way to level 331. Video editor and video functionality, of course, need to catch up to that. So let's give these a boost. They share a lot of resources, so we can't really keep upgrading both at the same time simultaneously. Wait, what? 301, 311, 321, and we need to get it to 331, so we can get this to 331. Okay. Our video functionality is up to 331. Video editor needs a big buff to reach 331. This is of course because I need to reach 1000. I need to make them all reach 1000, which is insane. But with this, look at the potential users now. We have such a big buffer that I can set our marketing to spend $150,000 a day or even more. Let's say we spend $550,000 a day. There we go. There we go. Now the conversion rate, we were promoting the comment functionality, and we're conversion rate is 60%, which is great. And now we're spending a lot per day as well. That should get a lot of new users coming in. And what we can do is, if we see our online users going up, it's time to renegotiate ad deals. But there we go. Now we are facing hosting problems again. It's all about balance, isn't it? It's seriously all about balance. So now I need to go and modify this again. And you know what? I'm going to do this off screen. I'm going to set up our servers and stuff, and when we return next, I think I should be able to maybe push all of these features to close to 500. So lesson learned whenever from this episode, keep your servers rather balanced. Just don't keep duplicating them. Have a parity between the web server, database server, and cache output. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.